Hey, what's up, Dean? Super Performance. Been a while. We are getting through it. Got Christian's Camaro. This was a last minute phone call. Can you install a twin turbo kit? I already bought the kit. Bolts in, blah, blah, blah. Well, kind of made the mistake and said yes. And started getting it together. Manifolds are off. Well, that one's back on partially. It just has one bolt holding it in, that one just to keep it aligned. But exhaust is off, mufflers are cut off, intake's off, bunch of stuff all apart. That is the passenger side header. Which if you look, there's just everything there. So there's the ECU. Behind that is the fuse box. Behind that is the ABS module. Then up here, the header ends about there. Turbo does not bolt to it. It's got these style flanges, and that's all it's got. Does not bolt to it. That header went in and bolted up. It's fully bolted up. The factory gasket's even in it with the heat shield. You can kind of see it. See the heat shield's on there. Factory gasket. It's fully bolted up, but it's got to come back off because the kit doesn't work. Then he got, I don't know if he got angry or whatever, but he was like, I wanted it rear mounted. What people don't understand is when you buy a kit with that little bit of tubing for charge pipe, down pipe I don't care about, but just a tiny bit of tubing for charge piping. Like, this is a eBay kit that has one rating that doesn't tell you anything, and the other one is he's on vacation. I don't know what the hell that is, but it doesn't fit. There's no way, no how, not in a million years would this kit ever fit on this car. I don't care what the seller says. There's just no way unless you move that metal tube, which is your heater hose, I believe your upper radiator hose. You'd have to relocate that, relocate the fuel lines, relocate the ABS module, relocate the fuse box, relocate the ECM, custom make mounts for the turbo to the header. Like, yeah, sure, you could do all that, but that's not a bolt-in kit. It's always funny to me. So he originally said rear mount, and I said, well, that's not what you bought, because then it would come with a lot more tubing, first of all, way longer feed and returns, a scavenging pump, just a bunch of different, probably a sump tank to catch the oil from the turbos. Can you do it back here? 100% yes. But look how far you have to go to get to the front. And then how do you go there? That's the other side of it. It's how do you get your charge pipe up front without dragging on the ground? Bad spot would be, you know, I mean, you really can't even do it because it's independent suspension. So you can't come over the axle. I mean, you probably could, but you don't want to. So could you tuck it in here and come underneath? Yeah, but it's going to hit. Like, you can see it's been scraped before with the factory exhaust. So you're going to scrape. You might be able to squeeze a pipe in here if you get rid of the resonators. But you don't, like, that just makes the pipe hot. It's just stupid. There's just a random, it's got to be a vent. So, like, you know, things can be done, but, you know, don't watch one video and think it's super easy. There's a twin turbo V6 Camaro out there that the guy made all this fancy oval piping to go all the way up front. I can guarantee you it's hanging below the car in numerous spots because this is the frame and that is the lowest point. And how, you know, you can get through here, but you know, there's not enough room to have a big enough pipe, so you're gonna hang low. Then you know, you can get into here, but you got your exhaust you got to watch out for. There's a lot to it. So he kind of got a little bit upset and said, well, I'll just sell it and blah, blah, blah. It's a bolt-in kit. It should bolt in. Yeah, it should. It doesn't. But the weird thing is this kit comes with these flanges. You can see they're not sized, obviously, but it came with these flanges, which is weird because nowhere else is there those flanges on the factory exhaust. Is slip joints. Like, the turbo's all V-band, so they just happen to fit. Like, they're huge slots, so it fits. And I said, well, how about, I have an idea. It's just an idea, but I did lose one of the nuts. I still have to find it. What if we hang the turbos kind of like a Hellion kit, where they're here, or Huron Speed, whatever it is. Then we have room, because we can bring the charge pipe up through there, down through here. You know, there's limited room, but there's room. Because we do have to get an intercooler. It's got that tiny little brick, but I already took the front bumper off the car. So yeah, I'll have to do a lot more work than bolt-in kit, but there's room to work with on this up there, just above the frame rail. There's room to pass a pipe through, cutting a hole, making it work. I could definitely do that. It's just a lot more work, and I don't know, but just kind of a, I don't know, a rant about what we got going on. The new flange is here for the Magnum, so I should be able to come in the morning. I'm doing it in the morning. Jack the back end up. I'll pull the piece off that I have on there. It's not bolted in or nothing like that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah. Oh, actually the drive shaft already fell off of it. So you can see those pieces are there. Both of them are there. So I'll pull that one off and I'll put the new one on. The little disc that goes in the center of the drive shaft yoke worked perfect. So that'll keep the drive shaft centered. And then the bolts are here somewhere. I'll have to find those. I believe they're here. I hope. Yeah, this little disc worked out really good. Up to it. So these are all like 4888 bolts. They have a small head, but it is a washer head, but it's a small bolt head. So I just ordered 2 sets of those. That way I should have everything. What else? Mud truck, mega truck, whatever you want to call it. This is a 4.8 block that I had. Amazingly, was cleaned up really, really nice. It's pretty wild to me that this motor has been sat in the other bay forever, and it cleaned up really, really good. Like, all of the cylinders cleaned up really, really good. It's got a little glitter from some paint. I painted it fart silver. So that one cleaned up really, really good. This is the Firebird motor, and I already assembled the bottom end, all ARP main studs. It's got Eagle, I think they're H-beam or I-beam, I can't remember. Eagle rods, ARP 2000 rod bolts, SRP, really nice SRP 2618 material pistons. Those are his heads, which I'll probably end up taking all the rocker studs out because I hate those. And just using, I think I ordered bolts with his that come with the trunnion upgrade, but I did the tick trunnion upgrade for him and Nathan, the Mega Truck. So this is the Mega Truck's rocker arms. All the trunnions are already done for him. These are the pistons and rods out of the 4.8. It's a Gen 4 rod and piston, a Gen 3 block. So this was right in that weird year that GM started using new internals. So So that's pretty good. I mean, these were disgusting. Even the main caps. Like him and his daughter scrubbed these spotless. I mean, it's crazy to me how clean they got everything. A little bit of work to do on the ringlands, but they're not bad. But they sat there and they knocked that out. He's got the Gatorman lifters, LS9 head gaskets. We're doing ARP bolts. He's got a bunch of the front cover and oil pan and stuff there. And that's kind of it. He's got the Magnuson supercharger here. There's the SRP pistons. Well, that's the box from the pistons. That's my exhaust. So yeah. Then we got, if you go way back, this was the yellow airboat. That's the 383 that we thought had a knock. Well, not we. Everybody that heard it said it had a knock. And I for sure thought it was a bent rod. And the skirt was tapping the crank. We pulled the oil pan off. And I do not see a bent rod in there. And this is old school, all scat rotating assembly. It's a 383. Some Wiseco pistons. This motor was built like 12 years ago. These are Brodex heads that RACE machines. But it is a Brodex head. He has the full build sheet in the cabinet. I put it in the cabinet. It's got the Holley Sniper, like the original Sniper. This is the big one with 8 injectors, good to like 1,200 horse. That he absolutely loved. So I'm just waiting for some fine thread bolts. I'm going to pull the balancer off, pull the timing cover off, and see if possibly something inside the timing chain maybe was slapping. We pulled the valve covers off. I mean, other than, like, that one looks weird to me. It's very off-center. And that one is extremely off-center. But you can see the ride pattern was in the middle. So I'm not really sure what's going on, why those are so far off-center. They're in the guide plates and everything. So I'm not sure, but it's girdled. I remember, rocker girdle? Stud girdle? I can't remember what that's. Whatever. But I mean, clean. Can't figure it out. Everything seems to be tight. So I don't know. Can't figure out this knock that they said it has. So we'll dig in a little more when I get some time. And that's about it. And then Jonathan's truck, I still need time to figure out what's going on. It still gets hot. So, and then that little crap box, free car, but runs, drives, AC blows cold. I don't know. For sale, as is. No, I'm cleaning it up. But that's it for the rant. So, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna work on this turbo kit, see if I can't make something happen with it. But appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Leave me a comment, and as always, have a good day.